A lot of work, great artists, and just a lot of time spent on developing all of the different pieces of technology that are needed. We pointed a lot on volumetrics. Every time you see smoke and fire and all of these things are affected by the environment in a very realistic way. It's all physically simulated. So, and then you put that in the hands of all of these great effect artists, and they go to town and try to come up with all of these impressive-looking effects. You'll have to play the game in order to find out. Tesla plays a very big role, but in the game you're going to see hints and surprises that hopefully you will appreciate. Yeah, we considered lots of possibilities in co-op and so forth, but we felt that since this is a first exposure for players to this new, complicated and deep universe, it was better for us. It was a better choice to have the whole story be told from the eyes of Galahad. This is really Galahad's story. So in this game, you always play as Galahad, and you get to see his whole voyage from beginning to end. Well, the werewolves themselves, the lycans, there are two kinds of lycans in the game. There's the elders, which are the ones that are really, really tough and very intelligent, and they look a little more human. And then there are the ones that are more wolf-like, more beast-like, which are lycan soldiers. You fight those in a more traditional way with gunplay. As far as other variations and so forth, again, you're gonna have to play the game, or I'm gonna spoil the surprises that you might encounter during the game. That's exactly how the lower classes are feeling. It is a source of major moral and ethical conflict within the orders, because these soldiers, and not just them, the game really asks that question. When you're dealing with veteran soldiers, people who have made some vows and dedicated themselves to a cause that they felt justified their actions and their violence and their dedication to it, and the fact that they never questioned those vows. Once you put them in a situation where they're asked to do things that might challenge their sense of morals and ethics, how are they going to respond? How are they going to react? The order exists to fight the half-breeds. They feel that that's what they should be doing. The moment that they're asked to go and investigate mysteries and go kill rebels, which are human, they're ambivalent about it. It creates immediately conflict, but they're soldiers. They're supposed to execute their orders. So yes, one of the things that this game tries to do is really play with the ambiguity of the moral decisions that people are asked to make. The order is not just the good guys, and the lycans are not just the bad guys, and the rebels are not just the terrorists. There is gray everywhere. There are shades of interest and justification, and getting to understand all of them is one of the fascinating parts of the story, and one that asks also the player to ask themselves, what would I do in this situation? What would I think? Having the very simple good guys, bad guys is not nearly as fun as challenging the player to also explore those questions and try to understand the motivation of the characters, and make it much more complicated.